There was a time, maybe one or two contract, that I really feel lonely. And I was thinking that my job is the reason why I feel lonely. I was thinking that my job as a seafarer take away the opportunity to be with my family, take away the opportunity to bond with my family, and that I feel disconnected with my family. I all the time was thinking that it's because of the nature of my job, it's because my job really need to be away with my family. When we are on board, we tend to think a lot of things. Since I am thinking like that, since I am blaming my job, I am working on board not being happy, not being satisfied. My day was like just to make it through. My day is just to, just finish the contract safely. That is how I'm doing the job. Just to finish the contract safe and go home safe, like complete. So I all the time fall into that, like a cycle that I'm not happy with my job. To think of it right now, it's not that I am not happy with my job. I love my job. At the time where I constantly think that the reason why I'm, always away, I'm not being connected, the reason why people leave me, even, some personal relationship, the reason why my partner had looked for other woman, the reason why he engaged in other woman is because I'm always away. He's longing for maybe some emotional connection, sexual connection, or something like that. The nature of my job tends to be always away. I constantly fall into blaming my job for that. I realized that the feeling of loneliness is not because of my job. The feeling of loneliness because certain people in my life makes me feel that the bond is already no more. There is no bond anymore. So it makes me feel lonely and it makes me blame my job. Like I constantly fall into saying that, the nature of my job, I'm always away. And also people in the Philippines would say, no, it's very difficult for a woman to work on board. You are with all these men, and what will he is going to think about it? Why we broke up? Why we ended up our relationship? It's because he ended up to someone that he deserved. I move on, I cut him in my life, and I'm still loving my job. I still have my job. People who tend or really wanted to be in our life, we don't need to beg. We don't need to force them. We don't need to worry. At the end, I still tried to, to evolve. I still tried to make a living. I still tried to reach my goals. That's why I don't really feel that the job that I'm doing is worthy enough to be away with my family. I feel unsatisfied, in short. And when you feel like that, your job will not really, pay you back. And I know that at the time, I'm not the only seafarer who is thinking like that, like not being satisfied, feeling lonely, feeling alone. There was even some seafarer who really wanted to really stop, but they don't have that realistic plan that, they just wanted to really stop and they just wanted to not to sail again on their next contract. But when I asked them, so what is your plan when you sign off and when you stop? Do you have any business? Do you have any source of income? Do you want to change your career? Precise plan. And they have that lifestyle that constantly need of money. I don't know how they will do it, but I hope they can make it. But those seafarers that I know that they wanted to really stop because they feel lonely, they don't feel satisfied with the job, they feel that they are isolating themselves from the family, from the opportunity, like traveling around the world, meeting people or something like that, or the lifestyle that they have, and they are not really feeling happy with their job as a seafarer. Give it a try for 1 year, give it a try for 2 years, something like that. Like, can try this one first, and if it will click, I will not go back to sailing, something like that, which they don't have that kind of plan. And I always think that they will end up going back on board ship because they don't have that plan yet. Even for the business that you that you are going to open, it will not like instantly, generate an income that would pay all your bills. And that's why you really need to be strategic when it comes to shifting your career, stopping your career from being seafarer, and you wanted to just, do it yourself at home. I wanted to be realistic. Even when we get old, even when we reach in our senior citizen age, we still need money to buy maybe some medicine. We still need money to buy our food. We still need money for our transportation. We still need money to pay for our electricity bill, water bills. We still need money for some certain events in our life that would really take money, even if we are already in senior citizen, even if as long as we are living, as long as we are still here in this world, you must to face that reality that we constantly need money. We still need to prepare for that. So my job ended up not loving me even, like it's very hard for me to progress and to even build the life that I wanted. I constantly fall into, like needing to go back. I changed that. I started like, okay, be realistic. Leslie Ann, be realistic. Is your job still the one who will pay your bills? Is your job still like make you accomplish the goals that you want in life? And the answer is yes. And if the answer is yes, I must to love my job. I must to love it because it feels like a suffering if you are doing certain job that you don't love. You will feel that every day and every time you are on board is a suffering because I'm not loving my job. And your job will not even love you because you're not even love your job. I feel that every day is just like to make it through, just to finish the job, just to finish the contract, and I'm not feeling satisfied all the time. So I asked all those questions. Is this job still pay my bills? Is this job still pay the lifestyle that I want? Is this job still the reason I can create and can reach the goal that I want in life? And the answer is yes. So I start from that questioning myself. I start from there and I start accepting the reality that people will leave you if they will leave you. And I don't need to beg. And if I need to cut them in my life, like they don't exist, I cut them. So I cut them in my life, I move on. They will move on also. They already move on when they decided not to be in your life. And that's the reality we are facing. We are just going to evolve for some bigger plan that we have. At the end of the day, even if we get old, even if we are in our 80s, 70s, as long as we are still living, we still need money to pay our bills. We still need money to buy food. We still need money. If you have vices, you still need money to have your vices. You still need money for your medical stuff, medicine, your transportation, and all these life events that you have. You still need money. That's the reality we are facing right now. And if we are not going to be realistic, I don't know how we are going to ended up like broke and like begging to our family member that we don't have and begging for their support. When I start loving my job, start loving the career that I have as a seafarer, I have seen a lot of opportunities. I have seen growth in my career, in financial and in everything. Even for, let's say, like for family that I felt isolated, I feel that I don't bond and I feel disconnected with my family. No, we tend to be more connected whenever I'm home. And it may not be like, like going out, having our time outside or going to some special place. Just being present every day around your family is actually enough. Just letting them see you that you are there and you are present. And your presence is enough to, like to bond, to see, and to make them feel that you are there with them, for them. I tend to have that deeper connection with my family, and also for financial, I have, like create a lot of projects and I accomplish a lot of things financially. And right now, I'm loving my job. When you love your job, your job will love you back. You know, it's really not bad to really change your career if you are not happy with this career, if you are not happy being a seafarer anymore and you think that it's time for you to change your career, it's okay. Yeah, you can. But be realistic with your plan. Be realistic of your financial life. You know, you don't need extravagant lifestyle if you are not that kind of person, but the fact that that job or that business that you are going to thrive must pay your bills, must pay food, transportation, electricity, water, and all this stuff. I ask myself all those questions, and then I realized, and the answer was not yet. I'm not yet ready. So I hope you had something on this video. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Yes, thank you for watching.